The summer solstice. At the summer solstice, the sun is at its highest and brightest, and the day is at its longest. The Lord of Light has fought the powers of darkness and is triumphant, ensuring fertility in the land. But in so doing, he sows the seeds of his own death. The wheel turns and the dark god, the Holly King, begins to wax in power as the light god, the Oak King, wanes. The goddess shows her death in life aspect. The earth is fertile, and all is in bloom. The goddess reaches out to the fertilizing sun god at the height of his powers. At the same time, she presides over the death of the god. The goddess dances her dance of life and death. The sun god loves her and dies of his love. The summer solstice is a time of fulfillment of love. Flowers are in bloom everywhere, in sexual maturity, ready for pollination, fertilization. Yet once fertilized, they die, that the seeds and fruits may develop. At the same time, summer fruits appear for a short but delicious season. June was considered by some to be the luckiest month to be married in, and is the time of the mead moon or honeymoon. A tradition was for newlyweds to drink mead daily for a month after their wedding, hence the post-wedding holiday being named the honeymoon. Although the days begin to grow shorter after the summer solstice, the time of greatest abundance is still to come. The promises of the goddess and god are still to be fulfilled. This is a time of beauty, love, strength, energy, rejoicing in the warmth of the sun, and the promise of the fruitfulness to come. It seems a carefree time, yet in the knowledge of life is the knowledge of death, and beauty is but transitory. We celebrate life with the triumph of light, but also acknowledge death and the power of the Dark Lord, which now begins to grow stronger. At this time of year, our physical energy is generally at its peak, and we are active and strong. Games involving a show of strength, such as tug-of-war, wrestling, etc., are appropriate here, and are often staged at summer fairs. This can be considered a remnant of pagan customs involving the battle between the light and dark gods. Ritual for Letha, or summer solstice. Have on your altar summer flowers and fruits, a display of the beauty and abundance of the season, and the promise of more fruitfulness to come. It is all the better if the ritual can be performed outdoors, in a place where flowers are blooming. The presence of bees and butterflies will make it all the better. Have also a chalice of mead, or if this is not available, a mixture of milk and honey or honey water. Milk and honey is a traditional drink symbolising abundance and also a traditional offering to nature spirits. As a vegan, I tend to use oat milk and honey. Create your circle in the usual way and call upon the elements. In the east, ask for the gentle summer breeze which refreshes and awakens the spirit and mind. In the south, ask for the radiant energy of the sun and the passion of the season. In the west, ask for the love, joy and beauty of the season. In the north, ask for the fruitfulness of the season and for wisdom and understanding. Spend some time contemplating the elements and feeling their presence. Call upon the goddess as the great queen, the abundant mother, the beautiful one with many faces, she who rules both life and death, whose beauty men would die for, whose love is both cruel and kind. Light a red and a green candle for the two aspects and meditate on both. The mother who nurtures and gives us everything, and the dark spider goddess who devours her mate immediately after the consummation of their love, that new life may be nourished and grow within her. Both are necessary and beautiful. Feel the presence of the goddess, the dark, devouring mother, and the bright, loving, nurturing mother, great queen. Now call upon the god as Lord of light, the powerful, radiant sun god who illumines the land, illumines our spirits, illumines our hearts and minds. Feel the energy he gives, the courage, the determination and inner strength. Feel powerful and alive. Feel his power in all that grows, in the greenery around you, in the plants, the trees, the corn in the fields. Now call also on his other side, his alter ego, the Lord of Darkness, the dread Lord of Shadows, also known as the Comforter. Light a gold and a black candle and meditate on both aspects. The splendour of the Lord of Light, who illumines all and dazzles us with his radiance, and the darkness of the Lord of Shadows, who provides rest and comfort, yet is feared because we cannot see in the dark and afraid of what we cannot see. We must learn to see with the inner eye, with the Dark Lord's help, and for this we need to escape the glaring light of the sun. Even when the sun is at its height, the Dark Lord waits in the shadows cast by the sun. Both are necessary and beautiful. Feel the presence of the mighty God, both in his bright solar aspect and in his dark Lord of the Underworld aspect. This is a time of showing strength and skill. Offer to the god and goddess a skill you have. You may have a piece of artwork or craft which you have prepared at an earlier time, or a symbol of the work you do, or you may wish to carve a wand, write a poem, embroider something, or some other craft work or art, painting, drawing. As part of the ritual, offer it to the goddess and god, or create something within the ritual. With the offering of the skill, ask for their blessings, that you may grow in skill. Remember always, after this, that your work in that area is dedicated to the goddess and god, and you will surely grow in skill. It is appropriate also to sing and dance, or to play an instrument, and offer your joy to the gods. Now feast your senses on the abundance of the season. Smell the flowers and the fruit. Take in the beauty of the vibrant colours. Hear the bird song around you. Even in a city you'll hear birds singing if you listen. Feel the textures of petals, of the grass beneath you if you're outdoors, of moss, of the fruit on your altar, and of rock, stone and wood. Now consecrate the mead or the milk and honey, asking for the blessings of the goddess and god on it, and drink, tasting the richness and sweetness of the honey, and remembering the sting of the bee. Bless and eat the fruit, remembering that the flower must wither and die so that the fruit may grow, and that the fruit in turn must decay so that the seed may grow, although now the fruit dies to nourish you. Pour a libation and leave some fruit and the flowers as an offering to the spirits of the place. Thank the goddess and god. Thank and dismiss the elements, and open the circle.